Şerik şerik yenten Şeyin rikbi yenten
Dashin lop chu tsulu Beta me be norbu Shirik yenten ino Dashin lop chu tsulu Beta me be norbu Shirik yenten ino
Kuzangpola to all the listeners across the country. This is Karma Dema from Jigme Namgyal Lower Secondary School under Thimthom. This radio program is to reach to all the children across the nation. The lesson for today is for class 1 on the topic two-dimensional shapes or 2D shapes. By the end of this lesson, each of you should be able to identify 2D shapes, write sides and corners of 2D shapes. Okay, so you have to identify 2D shapes and you have to write the number of sides and corners of 2D shapes. Okay, children, all of you turn to page number 7. I think you all have your things in front of you. Yes, okay, very good. Then let's start. What are 2D shapes? Okay, let me tell you. 2D shapes are those shapes that have two dimensions, namely length and width, and it can be drawn on a flat surface such as paper. Can you all see pictures of 2D shape on your book? Yes. So they are looking good, right? With colorful drawings are given there. Let's look at the 2D shapes one by one. The first shape is called a rectangle. Okay, what is the first shape called? The first shape is called a rectangle. It has 4 sides. The rectangle is made of 4 sides. Then, 2 opposite sides are equal. Okay, 2 opposite sides are equal. 2 longer sides and 2 shorter sides. The longer side of the rectangle is known as length of the rectangle, and the shorter side is known as width of the rectangle. And rectangle has 4 corners and 4 sides. Let's look at shape number 2. It has 3 sides. Okay, now the second shape has 3 sides and it has 3 corners. Do you know what is it called? It is called a triangle. Triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners and it is called triangle. Third red shape is a square. Okay, it is a square. It is a special rectangle because it has all the 4 sides equal. It has 4 sides and all the sides are equal. Just like the rectangle, a square also have 4 corners. Circle is the 4th shape. Okay, circle is the 4th shape. It is round and it has no corner. Circle is a special 2D shape. Let's look at the second last shape. Second last shape is called a rhombus. It has 4 equal sides and it has 4 corners. You may think that it is a square. Okay, you have to look at the rhombus and square and you have to differentiate it. Square and rhombus is bit different. with their sizes, but it has 4 sides and 4 corners. The name of the last shape is called hexagon. What is the last shape? Last shape is hexagon. It has 6 sides and 6 corners. So these are the 6 shapes we learned today, okay? And we are going to learn more about their sides and the corners. Now we will move on with activity 1. To learn more about the shapes, we will do 2 activities. So first we will start with activity 1. So activity 1 is on page 8 of your book. Here you have to match the shapes with their names. So the first one is given as an example for you. The shape given is rectangle. Shape rectangle is matched with its name rectangle. So rest you have to match it yourself by looking at the shape and looking at the words, shape words. I will give you few minutes to match rest of the shape with its names. Okay children, I think you have done matching now. So you have to correct your answer by referring to answers given in your book, page number 9. If your answer is wrong, please write it again. Activity 2. In activity 2, you have to fill in the table with the number of corners and sides of the following shapes. So the shapes are given in the table and you have to fill in the number of sides and number of corners of the shape. So the first one example is given to you. The example shape we have here is a rectangle. Okay, it is a rectangle and it has 4 sides. Like we already discussed in the beginning that triangle has 4 sides. So it has 4 sides. Now let's look at the corner. Okay, a corner is where 2 sides meets. So in rectangle has 4 places where 2 sides meet. So we can say that rectangle has 4 corners, and you can clearly see from the pictures given in your book. Now you will get 3 minutes to fill in the table given below. Have you completed the activity, children? If you finished your work, let us discuss your answers in the class. Let me ask you questions. What is the first shape given? Yes, the first shape given is a square, right? It is a square. How many sides and how many corners are there in the square? Yes, it has 4 sides and 4 corners. Next shape is a triangle. How many sides and corner does a triangle have? Anyone want to answer? Okay. Yes, Sonam, very good. Your answer is correct. It has 3 sides and 3 corners. You all are doing a excellent job. Rhombus is the last shape given in the table. Now, it has 4 sides and 4 corners. Okay, now we are coming to end of the lesson here. So before we end our lesson, you have self-check for learning. It is to see how much you learned from today's lesson. So the question is, draw a rectangle, a triangle, and a rhombus in the given box in your book. You can also write their names below the pictures. Children, you have to practice drawing 2D shapes. Read and write the names of the shape again and again to remember and to learn more. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Sherik 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 yenten Sheyin rikpi yenten
Dashin lop chu tsulu Beta me be norbu Shirik yenten ino Dashin lop chu tsulu